धार्तराष्ट्रांस्यापि हिवजः प्रवृत्ति शस्त्र संपाते धनुरुद्यम्य बान्धवः.
Nice. Varindarji.
Prabhuji, give me just 1 minute. I was
120. Atha vyavasthitan drishtva dhartarashtraन् kapidvajah pravrutte shastra sampate dhanuruddamya pandavah. Atha vyavasthitan drishtva dhartarashtraन् kapidvajah
Prabhuji, we are in Bhagavad.
Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, I was searching for Bhagavad. I don't. Okay, just give me
120.
120.
Shastra sampate dhanurudyamya pandavah. And also we have to take this first line of 121. Rishikesham tada vakyam imidamaha mahipate. Then it makes a sense. So 3 lines. Rishikesham tada vakyam midamaha mahipate.
Okay. Rishikesham tada vakya midmah mahipate senyoru bhayor madhye ratham stapye me achut yavade tanirikshe.
That's it. 2021.
Yes.
So we will do the Anvaya of the first 3 lines. Padachedah Atha Vyavasthitan Drishtva Dhartarashtran Kapidvajah Pravrutte Shastra Sampate Dhanuh Udyamya Pandavah Rishikesham Tada Vakyam Idam Ah Mahipate. Again, Atha Vyavasthitan Drishtva Dhartarashtran Kapidvajah Pravrutte Shastra Sampate Dhanuh Udyamya Pandavah Rishikesham Tada Vakyam Idam Ah Mahipate. So this is called Padachedaha, splitting each conjoint letters. Okay, it's done. So you got all the words without any conjunction. Now you will try to make the Anvaya. He Mahipate. Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva Kapidvajah Pandavah Shastra Sampate Pravrutte Dhanuh Udyamya Tada Rishikesham Idam Vakyam Aha. So what's happening? Arjuna is talking to Krishna. Actually, he wants him that the battle is going to start. The conch shells blew. So now it's time to engage in the war. So there are a few minutes left. And he said, hey Mahipate, before I go into fight with this, Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva. Dhartarashtra is a Tadhita Shabda. Dhritarashtrasya apatyani pumansaha Dhartarashtra. The children of Dhritarashtra are called Dharashtra. This is Tadhita. We explained, like Kaunteya, Kunti. So from Dhritarashtra, Dhartarashtra. We have got this word already in sloka number 19. Saghosho dharta rashtranam hridayani vyadarayat navascha prithvim chaiva tumulo vyanunadayan. Okay. An pratyay is there. An pratyay with Dhritarashtra plus an is equal to Dhartarashtra. So the children of Dhritarashtra. So atha therefore vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran drishtva, looking at the Dhartarashtra assembled in a proper way. That means looking at the troops of Dhritarashtra. This is one part. Atha vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran drishtva. Drishtva is also a kridanta, finite verb. Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha. Kapidhvajaha. Dhvaja means the flag, which is on top of the chariot of Arjuna. And there is Hanuman designed there, painted there. So Hanuman is known as Kapi. So Kapidhvaja means that's the name of that chariot of Arjuna. So when we say Kapidhvaja, also it's referring to Arjuna. Kapidhvaja is equal to Arjuna, but Kapihi Dhvaje Yashasaha, this is Bahubrihi Samas. So Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha, the son of Pandu, who has a Kapi painted on his Dhvaja, that means Arjuna, Shastra Sampate Pravrutte, ready to, Shastra means the weapon, Sampat means to utilize it, to apply it. So someone who is ready to apply his weapon. Such kind of Pandava, and also designated as Kapidhvaja. Dhanuhu Uddamya. Dhanuhu Uddamya. Uddamya means preparing, totally initiated with his bow, like prepared. Tada Hrishikesham idam vakyam aha. So this is the situation, the background, and the main sentence is coming now. The first line of 21 sloka. Tada Hrishikesham idam vakyam aha. And here you get this address Mahipate in this line, which goes at the beginning. So these two slokas are connected. Then aha means he spoke. What he spoke is the second line. That is irrelevant here. So 3 lines we are taking. Tada Hrishikesham idam vakyam aha. There, then he said these words to Hrishikesha. Then he said these words to Hrishikesha is the main structure. Then, so naturally the question will come when, in which condition. The previous 2 lines are the scenario, the background. In which condition? Atha vyavasthitan dhartarashtran drishtva. You are going in a warfare, so definitely you want to know how they are assembled and who are they. Because when you have to fight, you have to target the leaders, and you need to know their troops very minutely. So, atha vyavasthitan dhartarashtran drishtva, looking at the well-organized Dhartarashtra's troops, Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha, that means is equal to Arjuna, Shastra Sampate Pravrutte, prepared to fight, Dhanuhu Udyamya, holding his bow, Tada Hrishikesham idam vakyam aha. Read the English translation.
At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words.
Right, very good. So it's clear for both of you?
Ji, Prabhuji.
Okay, so I'm doing the Anvaya again. First 3 lines. He Mahipate. He is not there, so Mahipate itself, he you can understand. Mahipate. Atha. Therefore, thereafter, Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva. This Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra. That's why he's saying thereafter. What happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Arjuna said, what he said, He Mahipate, Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva, Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha, Shastra Sampate Pravrutte, Udyamya, Hrishikesham Idam Vakyam Aha. Aha is the infinite verb. Spoke.
Prabhuji?
This is lit akar. So we want to go ahead. Varindarji, boliye.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji. Next is Arjun's watch, but Arjun said we need to know also. This is also connected, right, Prabhuji? This same
No, you say what to say. Anvaya. He Mahipate.
हे महीपते अत व्यवस्थितान धात्र राष्ट्रान दृष्ट्वा कपिध्वजा पांडवाः शस्त्र संपाते प्रवृते धनुः उद्मे तदा ऋषिकेशम इदं वाक्यम आह.
Very good. Nice. Bill.
I noted down actually, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I could not finish the Anvaya. Actually, I was writing down when you're talking, but I get a little bit confused on the way. I could not really finish in full.
Next time what you do, you understand the sloka and identify the words. You understand the meaning. So then you don't need the support of the English translation. You just, when I do the Padacheda, then you understand each word and you assemble it accordingly. But initially you can write, no problem. Atha, he Mahipate, Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva. You have to remember the Sanjay is saying to Dhritarashtra.
Yes.
So, he Mahipate, Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran. This Mahipate can be the address of Dhritarashtra also. Because he was the king, Mahipati. Mahi means the earth and Pati means the husband or the controller. So that means Dhritarashtra. He's saying, hey Mahipate, Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva. Looking at your troops, Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha Shastra Samprate Pravrutte Dhanuhu Udyamya Tada Hrishikesham Idam Vakyam Aha. He said these words to Hrishikesh. Okay. Atha Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha Shastra Sampate Pravrutte Dhanuhu Udyamya Tada Hrishikesham Idam Vakyam Aha. Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji.
You want to go?
Prabhuji, no, not really, Prabhuji. I could understand,
Okay,
but
so
yeah.
answer my questions, both of you. Kaha aha. Kaha aha. Who said?
Prabhuji, The Pandava. Arjun, it's
Pandavaha
Pandava aha.
That's it, huh? Pandavaha aha. Kidrishaha Pandavaha aha.
Vyavasthitan Dhatra Rashtra.
No. One answer. Kidrishaha Pandavaha. What kind of Pandava?
Okay, Prabhuji. Kapidhvaja Pandava.
Kapidhvajaha Pandavaha aha. If you assemble this way, Bill, you will get the Anvaya slowly. I'm asking one by one question. Like, what am I doing? Bill, after opening the Bhagavad Gita, asked the question to Barinder from 3rd chapter. So, Bill asked Barinder is the sentence. Who asked? Bill asked. To whom he asked? To Barinder he asked. What he asked? The sloka he asked. Which sloka did he ask? The chapter 3, sloka number 20 he asked. From Varinder. How he asked? Now, after opening the Bhagavad Gita, Mr. Bill asked the question from Varinder, chapter number 3, 21. This is how I'm asking the question. So if you continue this process, that means you understand the sloka and it will turn into the Anvaya. Okay, so let's follow. Kidrishaha Pandavaha aha.
इंग्लिश में पूछेंगे कि मतलब क्या दिखा?
कीदृशः कैसा?
कैसा दृश्य?
Bhai, when I'm asking about Pandavas, definitely you have to give the designation. Yes. If I say that Bill asked the student of Bhagavad Gita, Mr. Varinder, the sloka. Bill asked the sloka. Whom he asked? Varinder. What kind of Varinder? Student Varinder.
Okay. Then
what kind of Pandava? Very brilliant student.
Yes.
Varinder. So one by one, when I talk about the noun, definitely all the associated adjective will follow. If I say most brilliant, intelligent, hard-working student Varinder. So I have to ask all this question. Which Varinder? Student Varinder. What kind of student? Intelligent. What kind of intelligent? Most intelligent. And what kind of most intelligent Varinder? Now hard-working, most intelligent Varinder. Okay. So if you say the noun, that means the adjective will follow you. This is the definition of Anvaya. What is Anvaya? Now Visheshanam Puraskritya, putting the adjective in front. So the hardworking, most intelligent, prompt Varinder. So hardworking, most intelligent, prompt will come one after one. Prompt will come immediately after Varinder, then hardworking will come, then most intelligent. The way it's written, we will go back calculation. We'll go from back. It's written most intelligent, hardworking, prudent, Varinder. So after Varinder, prudent will come. Before prudent, hardworking. Before hardworking, most intelligent. What kind of intelligent? Most intelligent. This is the thing. If you are able to do, then you can do the Anvaya. Because the structure of the sentence is very small. Bill spoke to Varinder. Bill asked Varinder. That's it. Now this much is the designation of Varinder and this much is the designation of Bill. Bill, who stays in Australia, studies Bhagavad Gita day and night, being very anxious to know, asked Varinder, the most intelligent, prudent, hard-working student. So the main structure is, listen to me. Bill asked Varinder. This is the thing you have to understand. If you're able to understand, you will understand all the slokas. So Bill has this much designation, Varinder has this much designation. So first I will ask, who asked? the question will start from the infinite verb asked. Immediately, who asked? Because everything is connected to the verb. Listen to me. Everything is connected to the verb. Okay. But this part is unnecessary. The most intelligent, hardworking, prudent. So these things is not necessary. These are not connected to the verb directly. Intelligent has nothing to do with asked. But intelligent is associated with Varinder. Prudent is associated to Varinder. Hardworking is associated to Varinder. And expert is associated to Bill. Always studies Bhagavad Gita is associated to Bill. Studious is associated to Bill. So first we will frame the structure. This is the secret of Anvaya, I'm telling you. So Bill and Varinder and asked. That's it. Asked Bhagavad Gita. So subject, object, verb. You got, it's a complete sentence. Bill asked Bhagavad Gita to Varinder. Finish. In English, asked will come in the first, but in Sanskrit, Bill Varindaram Prati Ah. That's it. Now, who asked? Now, Bill asked. So first the designations of Bill will come. Okay, once that part is done, you have to carry everything. Most prudent, hardworking, intelligent Bill. And then you have to repeat. Asked Varinder. What kind of Varinder? Who wakes up early in the morning, dedicated and very intelligent. All these designations will come. That's how we get the Anvaya. That's why it seems to be difficult. But if you catch up the main structure of the sentence, never break it. And then here what's happening? Arjuna is asking to Krishna, that's it. But what kind of Arjuna? Kapidhwaja Pandavaha. This is the designation of Arjuna. There is still something is. See, Kapidhwaja Pandavaha. Kam idam vakyam aha, to whom? Na Hrishikesham. Kim krutva, after doing what? Na drishtva. What drishtva? Kan drishtva? Na dharta rashtram drishtva. Looking at dharta rashtra. Now, what kind of dharta rashtram? Katham bhutan dharta rashtram? These questions are arising from the sloka. Whatever is provided, accordingly you will ask the question. If Bill has two designations, hardworking and prudent, he will ask, what kind of Bill? Na prudent Bill. What kind of prudent Bill? Na hardworking prudent Bill. Similar to Varinder, most intelligent and having a good presence of mind. So what kind of Varinder? Having a presence of mind, Varinder. What kind of presence of mind, Varinder? Na most prudent. This is all you have to. Visheshanam Puraskritya. This is the definition of Anvaya. Putting the adjective in the front. Visheshanam Tadanantaram. Vishesham Tadanantaram. The noun thereafter. So beautiful, handsome boy. So first putting the handsome in the beginning, in front, thereafter the noun. Visheshanam Puraskritya, Vishesham Tadanantaram. After what? Karta, Karma, Kriyas Chaiva. Karta, Varinder is the Karta, doer here, subject. Karma, Bhagavad Gita is karma. And Kriya, asked, is the verb. Etad Anvaya Lakshanam. This is the symptom of Anvaya.
So
first you have to
पूरा श्लोक ये विशेषण
विशेषणम विशेषम तदनंतरम कर्ता कर्म क्रियाश्चैव एतत् अन्वय लक्षणम. कर्ता क्रिया कर्मश्चैव एतत् अन्वय लक्षणम. कर्ता कर्म क्रियाश्चैव, sorry, कर्ता कर्म क्रियाश्चैव एतत् अन्वय लक्षणम. So there is basically nothing. There will be a complete sentence is formed when there is a subject, when there is an object, and when there is a verb. Ram eats mango. So three things are important. Eats is the verb, Ram is the subject, and mango is the object. But how do you know, this is my question to you, how do you find that this is the verb subject and this is the object and this is the verb? How do you find? Any idea?
So verb same thing. Verb, the why who is doing is the subject, and what he is doing is the verb, and object is which is
That is
referring
object.
to.
What is? So who tells you that this is the subject and this is the object?
The verb.
Verb only.
The verb says. So the first thing we will do, we will try to find the verb. I'm telling you about Anvaya today, okay? The sloka we can discuss later. So first the verb has to be identified. Now there are two kinds of verb, active voice and passive voice. Ram eats mango and mango is eaten by Ram, right? In English also, Ram eats mango and we say in every language, who catches all these fishes? Oh, these fishes are being caught by the fishermen, right? The fishes are being caught by the fishermen, or the fruits are being collected by the farmers. So this is a passive voice. An active voice, the farmers are collecting the fruits. So the verb will say whether it's an active voice or passive voice. Two kinds of verbs are there. So if I say achinoti, achinoti means collecting. Krishakaha phalam achinoti, phalani achinoti, pushpani achinoti, collecting the flowers. The farmers are collecting the flowers. It's an active voice. Or I never see the flowers after 8 a.m. Who plucks the flower? Oh, the flowers are being plucked by the farmers. Krishaki achinvante or sangrihate. So there are two kinds of verb. So what we will do, we will look into the verb first. If it is an active style verb or passive style verb. Okay. Simple example, patati, khadati, gachati, which ends with ti in general, that is an active verb, or grihyate, pathyate, likhyate, te, that is passive kind of verb. These things you write down. So now we will go ask the question. Patati.
1 second. 1 second. In Hindi, क्रिया के दो तरह के कौन से हिंदी में कैसे बोलेंगे? वर्ब मींस संस्कृत में क्रिया दो टाइप की, ऐसे एक्टिव वॉइस को क्या?
परस्मैपदी, आत्मनेपदी.
परस्मैपदी, आत्मनेपदी. जी, ठीक.
Okay.
Okay.
Now the parasmaipadi active verb will say you, and the passive verb will say you. Okay, and that whether when you are using active verb, then the doer is doing the action. Rama is killing Ravana. So Rama is the doer here. So who said that this is the subject?
Verb will say this is the subject. Who will? Verb
is saying that this is subject. Ram is killing Ravana. Ravana is the object. Who is saying this?
Yes.
Who is saying this?
Means this will.
The verb itself is saying.
Okay.
Why you will ask question?
No. I was
killing Ravana.
Yes.
Killing is the verb.
Yes.
So who is killing? This will be the first question. The answer is Rama. He is the subject. What is he killing? Rama kam vadhati.
Means verb. Object.
Who is he killing?
Object.
Yes, the object. killing with the help of the verb, you found out the subject and object. So the first thing is to identify the verb. There can be many verbs, there can be two verbs, there can be one verb, or there may not be any verb. Then one verb is accepted. Like then Krishna took Arjuna, and Arjuna is asking, how many soldiers? This is the sentence. How many leaders? So how many leaders are there will naturally be accepted. Okay, how many soldiers? Show me how many soldiers are there. So there can be verb anyway. So in a simple sentence, the verb will be identified. The verb will say who is the subject, who is the object. Ram is killing Ravana by his arrow. So by is Tritiya Vibhakti. The verb is saying, like I gave you a sentence that Rama is donating cows from Nanda Maharaj's Goshala to the Brahmanas by his hand in Vrindavan. Okay, you write down the sentence. So, giving is the verb. Who is giving? Rama is giving. To whom he is giving? Rama is Prathama Vibhakti. To whom he is giving? Brahmanaya is Chaturthi Vibhakti, the receiver. From where he is giving? From the Nanda Maharaj, from the Goshala. So Goshtha is the Panchami Vibhakti. Whose Goshala? Nanda's Goshala is the Sashti Vibhakti, building relation. Sashti Vibhakti. So, and then how is he giving? By his hand. So this is third instrumental case. And where is he giving? In Vrindavan. That is the locative case. So everywhere I am taking the giving, whom giving, where giving, how giving, by which giving. So the verb tells you which is the first case, second case, third case, fourth case, fifth case. All the vibhaktis are associated with the verb. So the verb is the root thing which helps you to understand. Now in active voice, the subject, verb, object and verb are clear. But when it is passive verb, like pathyate, Ramena pustakam pathyate, book is read by Rama. So here you can see book became the subject, the karma, which is object, acting as a subject here. Mango is eaten by Rama, and by Rama became an instrument. You know, you go, you planted trees and you see every morning the fruits are eaten. So how do you call? You know, every day I go, but all the fruits are being eaten by the birds. So birds here is not anymore subject of the sentence. Fruits became the subject. That there, wherever the emphasis will go, that will become the subject. So the emphasis here is the fruits are being damaged. That is the mood of the sentence. So fruits are being eaten by Falani Vihangena Khadyate. Falani Vihangena Khadyate. So there, what will happen? I hope, are you understanding, Bill?
Yes, Prabhuji.
We have to ask
the verb. The questions is always ask the verb. Then you can find everything else.
Yes. So now what I'm giving, the main science here, in a simple active sentence, what happens? Vihangaha falani khadanti. Vihagaha phalam khadati. Vihagaha phalani khadati. Bird is eating the fruits. So bird is singular, eating is also singular. Vihagaha khadati. If I use plural, many birds eating the fruits. So vihagaha khadanti. From khadati to it will become khadanti. So whatever number we will impose on the subject, that much numbers we have to impose on the verb also. If the doer is single, the verb will be singular. If the doer is dual, it will be dual. If doer is multiple plural, the verb will also be plural. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Gender and number.
Yeah, gender and number will, when the gender and number, the subject is following, the verb is following the gender and number of the subject, that means it is associated directly with the subject, karta and verb. So it does not matter if there is one bird and many fruits, but the verb will be singular because it is connected to the subject. But when the object will act as a subject, the fruits are being eaten by birds. So there can be one parrot is eating 5 mangoes, all the fruits, but falani vihangena, this can be singular. Doesn't the subject is singular here, but falani vihangena khadyate. Here the verb will follow the objects, number and gender. So if there are 5 fruits eaten by one parrot, does not matter. When I am making this into Trutiya Vibhakti, the subject is becoming an instrument by the parrot, by the farmers. The fruits are being collected by the farmers. So the fruits became the karta here, the subject. It became the subject actually. And the subject, actual subject, the farmer, became an instrument. Okay. And the verb will follow the object, the number and gender of the object. So if there are many fruits, the verb will be plural also. Falani vihagena khadyante. Is it clear?
Ji, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
So it's a common concept. When you will utilize it, will become more clear. But the basic fundamental is that there can be 2 kinds of sentences. Like, as I said, take a very simple example. Ram goes to school. Ram is the doer. Okay, the boy goes to school. So boy is singular, verb is singular. They are connected. Okay. But if I say school is being gone by the boys, so school became the subject here, and by the boys. Mangoes are being eaten by the boys. So mangoes became the subject here, and the boys became the instrument. Right. When I'm saying the boy is eating the fruits, so boy is singular, verb is singular. But when I'm saying fruits are being eaten by the boy, so fruits are plural, the verb will also be plural. And the boy, which was a subject, became by an instrument. Right. So there are 2 kinds of verb, and looking at the verb, that's why you need to practice the verbs and the forms. That's a matter of the grammar. But the general science is here. If you are able to understand, and then suppose this is the structure of the sentence. Fruits are being eaten by the boy. So the verb is eaten. It's not eats. If the boy eats the fruits, then you understand it's active sentence. When I'm saying eaten, then definitely by the boys. Fruits eaten. So the karma, the object and verb connection. The subject become inferior here. But when the subject becomes superior and the object is inferior, then they are connected together. So anyway, what I was going to say is that now I want to say the boy is eating the fruits. It's an active sentence. So what kind of boy? Another school going hyperactive boys. Okay. So as soon you make this structure, boys eats the mangoes. Who eats the boys? What kind of boys? Na hyperactive. What kind of hyperactive boys? Na school going hyperactive boys eats the mangoes. Now what kind of mangoes? Very ripe green color, very ripe yellow color mangoes. So hyperactive school going boys eats very ripe yellow mangoes. This is Anvaya. But when I'm saying in a sloka form, very ripe by the boys, hyperactive, green, eaten by school going. This will be the sloka style. So now you have to find it and you have to put everything in order. This is Anvaya. Clear for both of you?
Yes, Prabhuji.
वरिंदर जी समझ में आ गया?
जी प्रभु जी, एकदम। प्रॉब्लम अभी कहाँ है कि हमें ये वर्ब पकड़ना है और ऑब्जेक्ट और सब्जेक्ट ढूंढना है. We have to search subject, object and verb. First we will look up. Prabhu ji, now let us go to this particular shloka. Now
yes,
here,
let's take this look.
Yes.
Let's do this. So I mean this was necessary. You know what is Anvaya? What is the underlying process of Anvaya? It's very important to understand. So
No,
when
Prabhu ji,
you know
here, now here we have one verb is
so
aha.
the verb is ah.
Ah, and what about drishtva? Drishtva?
Huh?
Drishtva.
Drishtva is infinite verb, a finite verb. Drishtva is finite verb, explained in previous classes.
So we don't need this, right?
Going to the, it's not a complete verb, right?
Okay.
I give you an example. If you remember that going to market, buying some flowers, his school from the child, he came back home. So he came back home is important. Going to the flower man, paying the bill, and buying the milk is all finite verb. This cannot complete the sentence. Is it clear?
तो ये वैसे तो क्लियर है, लेकिन अभी पता नहीं चल रहा कि आह बोल. अभी दृष्टवा मतलब देखकर. ओके, राइट.
You have that you did not practice the dhatus.
Yes.
The dhatus will see aha is root verb is vach dhatu. Vach dhatu. Vach dhatu is the main root. Uvacha uchutuhu, uchuhu is the lit lakar. Okay. So aha here, lat lakar, aha. Pratham purush ek vachan. Brui dhatu, aha becomes, yes, brui dhatu, to say. So aha, uvacha, vadati, patati, these are from tinganta department. And drishtva, kritva, gatva, gatavan, these are from kridanta department. So both are verbs, but from two different departments. And this aha is from the main stream of verbs, like patati, gacchati, same. Vadati, likhati, these are from the mainstream. And the mainstream verbs are being divided into two parts, Parasmaipadi and Atmanepadi, active verb and passive verb. The Kridantas are supporting verbs. As I said, if I say Varinder, on the way back, he bought milk and bought some books for his children and a pair of shoes, come back home. So which verb is important here? Came back home, isn't it? Varinder came back home. That is the main structure. If I say Varinder buying the milk home, is it a sentence?
No.
So you need a complete verb, and that is called infinite verb, and that comes under the department of ting pratyaya. Patati, gacchati, likhati, khadati, gacchati, gacchata, gacchanti, gacchasi, gacchata, gacchata, gacchami, gacchava, gacchama. So gradually, after I come back, and from 1st January, I will give you some lessons to all of you, the main verbs, tingantas, so that you will go through it, and vibhaktis also I will send, so you have a look. And this understanding of bhakti as well as tinganta and some examples of kurdanta, that will clarify the situation. Okay, let's have a brief discussion. So, say, aha is the verb. Who said? Pandavah aha. What kind of Pandavah? Kapidhwajah Pandavah aha. Ha. So Kapidhwajah Pandavah kim aha? What? He said? Vakyam aha.
Vakyam, yes.
Sentence said. Kim Vakyam aha? What sentence he said? Idam Vakyam, this sentence. The sentence will come later. This sentence he said.
Okay.
Idam. Then Kapidhwaja Pandava kam idam Vakyam aha? To whom he said?
Rishikesham.
Rishikesham. So Kapidhwaja Pandava, see the structure. Whatever we said, we will always repeat those words. Kapidhwaja Pandava Rishikesham idam Vakyam aha. Kim Kritva, doing what? He said.
Prabhuji, Dhanu.
No.
Dhanu Uddhame.
What am I asking? Kim Kritva. He asked the question. Naturally, why did he ask the question? Now, looking at Drishtva. Here Drishtva will come. Drishtva is a verb, like it is making a bridge between the two sentences. So Drishtva. Kim Drishtva?
Drishtva Vyavasthitan Dhritarashtra.
Very good. So this will also ask gradually. Kan Drishtva na Dhartarashtran. Whom seeing? Dhartarashtran. What kind of Dhartarashtran? Katham Bhutan Dhartarashtran? Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran. So repeat the sentence. Kapidhwajah Pandavah Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva Hrishikesham idam Vakyam aha. Acha. Kapidhwajah Pandavah Vyavasthitan Dhartarashtran Drishtva Punascha kim Kritva, again doing what? Rishikesham idam Vakyam aha.
Abhi
Dhanu Udyam.
Dhanu Udyam.
Now it will, this question will come, towards whom Dhanu Udyamya? Kasmin pravritte na pravritte shastra sampate. Being ready to shoot. Someone puts his bow up. That means why? He is ready to shoot. So this is the structure. So the entire sentence, Mahipate atha vyavasthitan dhartarashtran drishtva kapidhwajah pandavah shastra sampate pravrutte dhanuhu udyamya tada hrishikesham idam vakyam aha. One thing you can keep in mind, suppose as I said, very intelligent, prudent, expert student, Varinder. If I say like this, so if you intermix little bit, prudent, very expert does not make any technical difference. You can say prudent before hardworking, or if you can say hardworking before prudent, it does not make any major difference, right?
Yes.
So you can, in case it might come little bit confusion, So that is not a problem. The main structure of the sentence has to be there. And if Pandava is used for Arjuna, you cannot use, or Kapidhwaja is used for Arjuna, you cannot use Kapidhwaja for Rishikesh. This you have to understand. But then, if there is little bit back and forth, that is not an offense. So we'll conclude the class here. But we discussed a lot of internal science, which is very important. And in our next class, I will send you some Tinganta and Vibhaktis that you go through. Okay? So thank you, both of you. And this kind of questions are welcome because this enhances the knowledge, the deeper science. And on 1st January, they invited me to speak on chapter 17th. Entire 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I will give. The Gita Jayanti is going on, that is the new year at temple. So I'll speak from 7 p.m. to 8:30, 1.5 hours. The entire gist of 17th chapter, it's in Hindi. Okay, so Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.